Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
They're led out by a former #2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Pats, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw again on second down. Wilson back to Kamara for another catch. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
They came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. That's Bates. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Second and 2. Forced out to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. They've got his man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Second down and inches. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Bates. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Gabriel Davis.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To throw is Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Chandler Jones, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, nice move. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Harris running straight ahead and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 17 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't have made the rush back in the pocket.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 54 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Wilson. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. On 2nd down, Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
New England's offense set to go.
They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Second and 3. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon. So apparently, neither guy is immune.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Now it's Wilson. Left side caught by Diggs. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 30 yards. And the Colts are back within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Blankenship. It's up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive for 4 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New England trying to get a place on offense.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Wilson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Patriots coming out now. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Holding. Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
2nd and 14. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bates. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Patriots in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping it for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Wins the target, and he has it over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll look to throw here. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Colts, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here. He finds it. Now the ball comes loose, and the Colts pick it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there, prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Second down, it's Kamara again.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Kayvon Thibodeaux drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Rodrigo Blankenship and the Colts field goal unit comes on.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50, but neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a miss. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that, Charles, you have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Yeah, on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Colts set to take over here offensively.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
Oh, man, I can't believe this.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Hands it off out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3. It brings up 3rd down.
They've just not been able to block him in throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So his 2nd field goal now here in this 3rd quarter.
The first one got him the lead, and this one adds to it, but by no means is this one locked down. This is very much anyone's game.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Following the penalty, it's Kamara.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. From the 45 on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is going to have the Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Back now in Indianapolis. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
New England's offense set to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He'll find Metcalf. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 24.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we got that play in the game now. Any score you get could be the one that actually wins it. So above all, you want to avoid a turnover that leaves you coming away with nothing.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Wilson's throw taken in by Diggs. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, Wilson. This is Shepard on the catch. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Kamara trying the right side. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that,
he's got a man complete. A big play there for New England. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the give, this is Harris. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and 4. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Damone Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinators? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here's Wilson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Wilson will throw again. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now it's Wilson. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Take it in at the 3. Well, now how about this return? Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing again here. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was